Today we'll be discussing on average rainfall over a catchment area. Okay, generally, what happens when you choose a city or any of the area, okay, will have the number of rain gauges. Okay, there you need to find out the average rainfall. Okay, in that, for example, here we have in many methods to find out. The first one is arithmetic average method. For example, you take Vijaypur city itself. Okay, its area is quite high or quite large. In that case, you will be having more than one rain gauges. Okay, and when you want average rainfall, obviously will be you need to take the data from all the rain gauges which is existed in the city. Okay, here especially in this discussion, okay, we have different, as I said, we have different methods to find out the average rainfall. Okay, first we will discuss on the arithmetic average method. Here the different rain gauges are denoted as P1. This is P1, P2, P3 are the rainfall points or the precipitation 1, 2, 3. Okay, based on the number of rain gauges. For example, first one P1 is a precipitation at first station, P2 is at second station, and Pn is n number of stations. How many rain gauge stations you have provided? Based on that, we'll be taking the average of these rain gauges. For example, here the overall the average precipitation over an area is calculated by using P average is equal to, this is precipitation, average precipitation is equal to sum of P. Sum of P is nothing but the sum of the recorded data at different rain gauges. Okay, that will be sum of P, and n is the number of rain gauge. Okay, n is the number of rain gauges. Okay, here using this equation we will be finding the average rainfall. Okay, this is first method. Okay, mainly this method is adopted to flat terrains where the gauges are uniformly distributed and the rainfall at different stations do not vary widely from average value. Okay, so area of these rain gauge stations, area covered by the rain gauge stations are quite similar, and these mainly used in flat terrains. Whereas another method, the Thiessen polygon method, this is another type of method to find out the average rainfall. Okay, it is also known as the weighted mean method. Here rainfall recorded at each station is given by weightage on the basis of area. Okay, so here we have different rain gauges, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like you can see in the figure. Okay, so here different rain gauges are there, and ABCD is the area covered by the rain gauge, whatever ABCD is there. Okay, this is numbers are the rain gauges and ABCD is the area covered. Okay, when you calculate the total rainfall at this area based on the area covered by the different rain gauges. Here we have the method. First one, we must know what exactly the procedure is. Okay, so locate the position of rain gauge as A, B, C, D, E on the catchment map as shown in figure. Okay, here in the catchment map, either you may denote A 1, 2, 3, 4 or ABCD, whatever it may be. Join each adjacent stations by straight line as shown in figure 1.8. Okay, adjacent station is joined by the straight lines. Okay, here you can see in the figure. Okay, and next one, to each of these lines drop a perpendicular bisector so that they form polygon representing area A1, A2. Okay, like that, whatever the area is there. Okay, these are polygons. Okay, so here these polygons means the area covered by the rain gauge stations. Okay, so polygons representing area A1, A2, like that. Okay, so these are all divided into A1, A2 areas. Okay, when you have the rain gauges, okay, these are all covered by the polygons, and area of the polygons is written as A1, A2, A3, like that. Okay, so here, and let P1 and P2 be the rainfall points at station AB. Okay, so the average rainfall over the catchment area is given by here using this Thiessen polygon method. The average area of average rainfall is calculated by P1 A1, that is precipitation or reading at first station, into the area of first station plus area covered by the first station, and next one reading at second station and area covered by the second station. Like that, reading at n number of stations and area of n station divided by the total area, that is A1 plus A2. Okay, total area covered. Okay, simple. The thing is that, okay, so average is calculated by the reading into area. Okay, so you may not have the same area in all the polygons may not have the same area. That's why we are taking average of that one. Okay, so if it is a whatever the rain gauge stations, we have 5 to 6 rain gauge stations in this figure. Okay, you think that if you think that this is the Vijaypur city, the total area of our rain gauge at Vijaypur city is measured by these rain gauges. Okay, so total average, okay, you may not get the same rainfall at all the rain gauge stations. Okay, but when you ask for the average rainfall at Vijaypur city, I am not supposed to say the data using only one rain gauge stations. I must take average of that. Okay, so this is another method to find out the average rainfall, that is PAV is equal to P1 A1 plus P2 A2 plus PN AN divided by A1 plus A2 up to AN. Okay, this is the method. Okay, this is better method when compared with arithmetic average method, because previously if it is equal area, if we have divided the rain gauges based on the nearly equal areas, in that case we may go for arithmetic method, but it is suitable for areas which are plain and intermediate size of order 750 to 300 km square, and also where the number of rain gauge stations are few compared to the size. Okay, so these rain gauges mainly used around 750 to 300 km square area, and also where the number of rain gauge stations are few compared to the size. Okay, mainly the disadvantages of this one method is it does not allow for orographic influence and assume linear variation of rainfall between the stations. It is inflexible and changes are required every time whenever a rain gauge is added and removed from the network. Now, one thing is that, okay, whenever you add or remove the network, again you need to again you need to draw the area, again you need to draw these polygons. Okay, so that the area covered by the rain gauges will affect when you add or when you remove any of the rain. Okay, and another one is the isohedral method. Okay, we'll discuss. Okay, isohedral method mainly divided the area into equal parts. In this method, I will be dividing it into equal parts based on the rain gauge stations provided. Okay, so here you can see the stations as well as the catchment area is divided by these lines, like that 4 4 6 6, like that the area is divided. Okay, and using this one, okay, the area, okay, here we'll just discuss the area between the adjacent isoheads is measured using planimeter. Okay, in case isoheads go out of the catchment boundary line is used as a boundary line itself. Okay, here the actual the catchment area is divided by this one, and the accurate area is calculated using the planimeter itself. Okay, based on that I'll be finding the average rainfall. Okay, so it is area plus P1. Okay, P1 and P2, two average rain gauge stations will be considering. Okay, in that case P1 P2, like that average of nearby stations. Okay, average rainfall at nearby stations will be taken. First P1 and P2 and area of 1, and plus next one, in that up to an minus 1 into bracket Pn minus 1 plus Pn divided by 2. Okay, total divided by the area of area 1 2 3, like that A1 to An, total divided by total area. In this way we will be calculating the average rainfall. Okay, we will discuss isohedral method once. Okay, so mainly we are concentrating on these two methods, arithmetic average method and Thiessen polygon method. Okay, we will be solving one problem on this one arithmetic as well as isohetal method. Whereas here before that we must know the advantages of this the isohetal method. Okay, so here it is more accurate. Where areas are determined more accurately, suitable for areas around. Okay, for larger areas you can use isohetal method, where the, for example, if one rain gauge station is provided for a larger area, okay, in that case isohetal method gives reliable data as compared to the previous two, where the differences in topography likely to be more pronounced. Okay, the drawbacks of this area are accuracy of the final result depends on the skill of the analyst, and improper analysis lead to serious error. Okay, so main disadvantage is accuracy. Okay, while calculating as we know the area is calculated using planimeter, it requires more skill. Okay, so if any errors will occur during the calculation leads to a serious errors. Okay, so this is quite reliable as well as quite difficult method also to find out the average rainfall. Okay, but this arithmetic average method and Thiessen polygon method is quite okay, but only arithmetic method is used for the flat terrains. Okay, in Thiessen whereas Thiessen polygon is Thiessen polygon can be used everywhere, but area restriction is there, it is around 750 to 300 kilometers square. Okay, so we'll solve one problem on this one. Okay, here we have a problem. Okay, in that the average annual precipitation for 4 sub basins constituting a large river basin in are 289, 334, 442 and 397. Okay, these are the precipitations. Okay, precipitations in centimeter. Okay, and the areas in kilometer square is 360, 275, 420 and 650. This is the total area. So first instrument point will have the reading of 289 centimeter of rainfall, and its area covered by first station is 360 kilometer square. Okay, whereas here okay, so in this problem, okay, first P1 is, this is the rainfall at first station, P2 is rainfall at second station, P3 is third station and fourth station. Like that, the area covered by the first station is 360 kilometer square, second station is 275, third station is 420 and fourth one is 650 kilometer square. Okay, these many areas have covered by the rain gauge stations. Okay, P1 is we know P1, P2, P3, P4, and number of stations. How many number of stations are there? Total 4 number of stations are there. Okay, using this we can find out the total precipitation. Okay, here first I will use the arithmetic method. Okay, what he said, when calculated by arithmetic average method and Thiessen polygon method. Okay, whereas arithmetic average method is nothing but, as we have discussed earlier, this is the precipitation at total number of stations divided by the number of stations. Okay, first one is 289, 334, 442 and 397. Okay, precipitation at all number of stations divided by the number of stations. We have 4 number of stations, so 289 plus 334 plus 442 plus 397. So for example, I'll treat this example for our Vijaypur city itself. Okay, for example, we have 4 stations, P1, P2, P3, P4, and the rainfall at different stations are 289, 334, 442 and 397, and area covered by rain gauge stations are 360, 275, 420 and 650. In that case, okay, so average rainfall of Vijaypur city is equal to how much? 289, 334, 442 plus 397 divided by the number of stations. So we got 365.5 method. Okay, 365.5 centimeter is the average rainfall using arithmetic average method. We have another one method, that is Thiessen polygon method. Thiessen polygon method. In this, you know how to calculate the average rainfall okay, of this Vijaypur city or any area using a Thiessen polygon method. This is precipitation plus okay, precipitation at station 1 and into area covered by the station 1 plus precipitation at station 2 and area covered by the station 2, precipitation at station 3, area covered by the station 3, okay, divided by the area of different stations, area of first station, second station, third station, fourth station, that is n number of stations. For example, if you have the n number of stations, it is P1A1 plus P2A2 up to PNAN plus PNAN divided by A1 plus A2 up to AN. Okay, like that will be you will be calculating the area of or precipitation of precipitation using the Thiessen polygon method. Okay, here okay, so we have this 289 P1 into 360 is the area A1. Next precipitation P2 is 334 into area of this one is 275. Actually it must be 275. 442, next 420. 442 is the precipitation, 420 is the area. Next third one is 397 centimeter is the precipitation and area is 650 divided by the total areas. Areas 360, 275, 420 and 650. Okay, these are all the areas. Okay, so using this Thiessen polygon method, the average rainfall or average precipitation of the city or example city is equal to 375.12 centimeter. This is the average rainfall. Okay, there is no much difference between these two methods, only the 10 centimeter difference is there. Okay, we'll go for the accuracy. Okay, there whatever the errors may be there, that will be removed. Okay, so as I said, with the different methods you may get different data but quite similar. We are getting 365 and here we are getting 375. Okay, quite near data is there. So using these two methods, in this way I will be finding the value of or the average precipitation of rainfall will be calculated. First one is arithmetic average method, second one is Thiessen polygon method. Okay, I think you understood the problem. Just go through the previous classes also. Okay, and we'll be in next session we'll be discussing on isoheitel method. Okay, thank you.